So I'm not really the biggest Tom Brady fan. I think it's foolish to make an argument that he's anything less than the greatest quarterback of all time, greatest football player of all time. I don't know, but without a doubt, the greatest quarterback of all time. And the backlash that he's facing after winning his 7th championship and his first with another team. I think only Peyton Manning's the only other quarterback to lead starting as quarterback for one team and then starting as a quarterback for another team and lead them to a Super Bowl as well. Yeah, everything that's coming out afterwards is just starting to make me like him a little bit more. Now, trust me, it's starting at like a 1 or a 2, and now it's getting up to about a 3 or a 4. So it's coming along. It's coming along nicely. But yeah, the dude is on the down low, just a conservative dude who loves his family, who has in her day a hot wife. The bitch has got a giant blockhead now, and I can't stand it. And still is somewhere screaming about Julian Edelman dropping passes. Or Wes Welker during that Super Bowl. But it's not as loud of screeching as Lisa Hendricks and several other people we're going to talk about, unfortunately. Tom Brady could have used his platform to wear a mask and be a role model for responsible behavior. But no, he had to be a mask hole. I bet you she thought that she was rather clever for coming up with that one. Mask hole. All your other box wine ants are gonna fucking just fall asleep face down on the couch afterwards, laughing about that clever little quip that you have. But as Mark Dice points out, pronouns in her bio every fucking time. Yeah, don't mention the fact that he played a great game. Don't mention the fact that, considering you're a mom's demand organizer, somebody who is, rather invested in the well-being of the family, probably not the nuclear family. You'd much rather have it all destroyed and raise your kids to be simps as a single mother. But with that said, she's not alone, because Kamala Harris' niece, Mina, get a regular name. Get a good name, like Tom or Don. Joins media and other leftists in a mask-shaming greatest of all time, Tom Brady, the niece of Vice President Kamala Harris, Mina Harris, Una Harris, we all know Harris, led other leftists on Twitter on Sunday night in mask-shaming Tampa Bay Buccaneers Tom Brady. What's Tom doing without a damn mask? Mina Harris tweeted. Not saying congratulations, great game. Boy, you're the 5-time Super Bowl MVP. That truly is unprecedented. Harris has caused serious ethics concern from the Biden White House and for the transition team, with lawyers for Biden's transition reportedly warning her she is not allowed to profit off of her Aunt Kamala's position and image, according to Axios. Biden's transition team lawyers have reminded Vice President-elect Kamala Harris's niece, Mina, that she can't profit off her famous aunt's image, and after she unveiled a collaboration between her company and Beats by Dre. Yeah, it never fails. These people just trying to make life shitty for everybody else are normally just corrupt actors. But yeah, then it gets back to gun control advocate Lisa Hendricks. Oh yeah, she just wants to stick all your Glocks in her snatch. How about Samira Farouk? Dear Tom Brady, it's okay to eat nightshades and fruit. Well, not if you're sensitive to nightshades, which a sizable portion of the population is at some level or another. And fruit, you can kind of do without it, or just have it in small doses, because fructose is only processed through the liver, and if you have too much, it immediately gets stored as fat. But what do I know? I'm not a Twitter leftist. With that said, yeah, instead of congratulating people, these assholes just want to tear everybody down. But what about a fellow coworker of sorts? They never played on the same team. Arian Foster, the dude who has made a career out of taking L's, okay? He was at one time probably one of the most prolific running backs in the early teens. He was rushing for thousands of yards, just about breaking that 2,000-yard plateau on a couple of occasions. And, oh my God, what did he do? He sold all future earnings, or a percentage of future earnings, in order to profit on it now. He ran some kind of goofy ass fucking scheme, and it was at a point in his career where he was about to reach his peak, and it looked like a good deal on the outset, but then he just fucking fell right off of a cliff performance-wise. So the fact that he's taken his L's to Twitter is just not surprising whatsoever. Former NFL running back Arian Foster has some entertaining takes, but this time he's coming after Tom Brady. Why? Jealousy? Probably jealousy. Probably should have realized that Brady is untouchable and left his opinion in the drafts. Yes. Unfortunately, the wine got the best of him. Brady is playing amazing defense right now. Yes, the fact that he put up, 29 points is definitely all 100% defensive play. Yeah, but his best take, 10 plays go the other way, and he has 0 rings. The motherfucker has 7, okay? He had the potential of getting 10. He lost 2 to the Giants and 1 to the Eagles. So I guess that's why he moved to the NFC, so he never has to play another NFC East team in the Super Bowl. But that's just patently retarded. He blew out Carolina. The Eagles game wasn't close. It could have been a lot more close if Terrell Owens was actually healthy. The first one with the Rams, that was, okay. If one play goes the other way, that's fair. Because I'm pretty sure that was one on a Vinatieri field goal. Orchestrating the comeback against Atlanta. You could make the case against the Seahawks and maybe a couple of plays against the Rams. I think I got them all. But there's no way that you could say one of 10 plays, or maybe you just put all 10 plays to one fucking Super Bowl. But outside of that, you're fucking mayor of Hot Take Town. But yeah, according to somebody who's been out of the league for several years, Tom Brady, lucky as fuck. Hot take, pal. So why do lefties hate Tom Brady? Well, successful. Drafted low, worked his hardest, and became a complete and utter superstar on the same level as, at least of notoriety, as Jordan, LeBron, Gretzky, probably. I don't think I'm overshooting my shot on that one. And then at the end of the day, he's just impartial. He just kind of doesn't really have any hot takes. And that's fine. That's all everybody wants when they turn in to see football. Except if you're these people on Twitter, which you wouldn't be caught dead normally just watching a regular season game anyways. But yeah, like it says here in this article, that try as they might, it's literally impossible to stop the man from doing whatever he wants, including kissing his son on the mouth on TV. Creep. But Tom Brady is more than a sports legend. The quarterback represents the fundamental values of American society. Oh, we're going to get awfully patriotic here, folks. Strap in. In an article for El American. Wait a minute. Okay, the fundamental American society, then you're going to cite an article from El American? Come on now. Our columnist Gerardo Garabay writes, with his victory achieved, the sum of talent and teamwork, backed by solid infrastructure and the support of his family, Tom Brady exemplified the Super Bowl 55, the pillars of vocation which have made American exceptional in the world despite the turbulence and hopelessness of the current times. Why would he care about homelessness? That strength remains alive in the millions of Americans who, like Tom Brady, have the talent, the team, the infrastructure, and the community to realize, or to continue to amaze and transform the world one victory at a time. Yeah, like this dude says, absolutely right. You get yourself in the right situation. You work hard enough to get yourself into that right situation. I should preface that by saying, surround yourself with winners, people who think like you, people who act on those thoughts, and you'll find yourself in a much better situation, regardless of what you're born with. The rest of this article just continues to gush about Brady, and I'll leave that for this guy to clean up his own spunk stains. But of course, as you do when you're the mayor of a successful sporting franchise, you invite them to come in and share and plan the festivities, and I'm not too sure when their parade or their celebration is, or what the stipulations of it is, or if it's already passed, who knows. But because Ron DeSantis is pretty cool, Florida should be open, but this bitch is on another level of control. And yeah, so because there's no statewide mask mandate, it's all left up to the cities, which is fine, I guess. But if you're going to do this, don't be a bitch. If you're going to have a giant fucking gathering, don't try to go after Super Bowl fans that were at the stadium trying to celebrate a game outside. Very important. And then try to use facial recognition software to go after those who weren't adhering to the practices and then charge them. That's what dumbass is trying to do. So much for the mayor's order acquiring masks at Super Bowl parties. Videos went viral on social media showing throngs of mostly fat, maskless fans and packed sports bars as the clock inside Raymond James Stadium ticked down on a hometown Super Bowl win for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. It's a little frustrating because we worked so hard. No, it's just you writing stuff that's been ruled unconstitutional by several courts around the country. And a governor, your boss, who thinks that it's fucking stupid. So no, you're just trying to be a little dictator, which it's always some beta cucked bitch who's always in the mayor's seat, or it's some broad who just wants to flex their might. See, I'm just as strong and powerful as the rest of the men out there. No, quit trying to fucking compensate. But if you're trying to apply everything equally, okay. So there were what? A few thousand fans that were at the Super Bowl. Okay, in this picture, what? I could count probably what? A dozen people. A dozen people in there. You can go ahead and find and fine, and then they'll probably just, I don't know, wipe their ass with your stupid bylaw ordinance. But you know what, bitch? Make sure that you earmark one for yourself, because last time I checked, you were at an indoor hockey game, Tampa Bay Lightning, that is. And I don't see no mask. I don't see one on your kids either. But you think you're exempt from it? I guess so, right? You're the mayor. So if anybody out there decides that they're going to, make note of this, if you do end up receiving a fine from someone who I could not think of as a greater antithesis of that word, she looks like a melted Kirsten Cinema, which isn't a compliment anyways, consider not sending a check back with the fine, but instead a printout of that very picture there. With that said, stop being mask fruits. It does nobody any good. If you're scared, stay home. Quarantine yourself. The rest of us adults are going to go out and live our lives. And congratulations to Tom Brady. I'm just happy to see a good man with good values prosper over these ankle grabbers just trying to infect and ruin whatever's left of this society. I thank you all very much for the gift of your time. I've been Don Consuelo. I want you to follow your gut and get after it. Take care, everyone.